Hi guys, how y'all doing? So do you know what to do with your Craigslist ad, how to actually do a Craigslist ad, and what the right things to do and what the wrong things are? The do's and don'ts, if you will, of a Craigslist ad? Well, a lot of reasons why your stuff might be getting ghosted or flagged is because you're violating the do's and the don'ts of Craigslist. And we'll go over a little bit of what those are so that you have an effective and profitable Craigslist ad. All right? Hi guys, I'm Jae Burnham, and this is Jae Burnham with the Real Jae Burnham Show. Did that hurt your ears? Because it hurt my dogs. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about the do's and don'ts of a Craigslist ad. We're going to make sure that you follow what Craigslist says, what you should be doing with your Craigslist ad, and what you shouldn't be doing with your Craigslist ad. One, we want to make sure that your ad, what we're trying to go for is that one, you know exactly what to put in your Craigslist ad so that it's actually profitable for you and it actually gets your phone to ring. And what we also want to do is we want to make sure what not to do so that you don't get flagged and or ghosted, or it's just disappears in the wind, your ad. We want to make sure that your ad actually has the results that you're looking for. So let's get into it. All right, so here we go. Boom. First one, your first do, have great photos. I can't tell you enough. I see over and over and over again Craigslist ads that have no photos. When it has that little yellow thing says photo or pic at the end of the Craigslist ad, believe it or not, that actually helps the click-through rate. And the click-through rate is simply that when somebody clicks that ad and it goes into, clicks the headline and it goes into your ad. And it clicks through the headline into the ad. Click-through rate. Get it? Okay. So the click-through rate is helped when it has that little three-letter word pick at the end of your headline. Okay. So make sure that you have some photos in your Craigslist ad. Preferably photos that actually are beneficial to your business, like pictures of your business, pictures of your truck, pictures of your crew, screen captures of any testimonials or reviews that you have, etc. Okay? That's your first do. Your first don't put prices in the ad or in your headline. Over and over and over again, I see people who think, oh, let's put in our prices in our headline, or let's put our prices in our ad. Guess what, people? People are going to Craigslist to shop. These are the people that are looking for a deal. They're looking for a sale. They see your price in your headline or even in your ad. Guess what? That's where they stop. Now they're going to go to the next guy in line and check out his thing. And his thing, if it doesn't have an ad, are most likely going to get a click or a call to his company. Because you put your ad, they're going to skip over. They're going to look over and go, oh, okay, great. And then they're going to go to the next guy to compare to see what his prices are. And if his prices aren't in his ad, they're going to probably call him up or click his ad and find out what his prices is. And once you get that, once your competitor gets that person on the phone, that's less likely that you're actually going to get that customer. So don't put your prices in your headline and don't put them in the ad. All right? Simple. That's a don't. Do not do that. If you do it, you're an idiot. Okay? I'm telling you now, you're a moron. What you do want to do is encourage all your competitors to do that. All right. Number two, put a link to your website in your ad. You must have your ad's URL, which is your address to your website, in your ad. You want somebody to actually see your thing. And unfortunately, Craigslist at one point used to make those, you can make that a link actually clickable, and you could click it and you could go to your website from it. Craigslist no longer allows you to do a clickable link. However, they do allow, you can just copy and paste it and people will just boop, right up, or they'll go into another browser and type in the address. All right. So do put your link to your website there, because you will get links from, you will get clicks from Craigslist to your website. You will get people to go to your website from Craigslist, but they need to know where to go, and how they do that is you give them the address to your website. It's really pretty easy, guys. It's not rocket science, right? And guess what? It separates, when you put your website there, it separates you from the rest of the scammers that might be on Craigslist. Because people who are scammers don't usually have a phone number or a website in their ad, right? Just telling you. That's how you can really spot a scammer, is if they don't have a website and or phone number. So by putting your stuff there, separates you, makes you a little bit more legit and more professional. And now the second, do not link to any site that will steal or resell your leads, like Yelp. The other day I did a video about why you don't want to have Yelp, a Yelp review clickable thing on your website. It's because when they do that, Yelp then basically will steal your lead and then resell your leads back to you. So you don't want to have Yelp. So you do not want to have a link to your Yelp review site, because what happens if they go to these different third-party review sites like Angie's List, Yelp, or any other thing, they're going to be able to see your competitors. And you don't want anybody to see your competitors because you want that link to come to you. However, it's okay to link them to your Facebook page profile. That is an acceptable link on your website. Or another would be your YouTube page, because if you've done it right, those pages will actually they will actually feed into your website, and instead of going to somewhere else. But you don't want to have any kind of link out of Craigslist that will go into some place that could actually steal your leads and then resell them back to you, like Yelp or Angie's List. Okay, guys? You do not want to do that. That's a no-no. Don't do that. Number 3, have a great headline. I can't tell you how many times I go in. I've gotten emails from these guys who are trying to start their moving business. And I love you all, guys. But you guys, when you ask me and you want me to help you out with your Craigslist ad, I ask you, what's the headline that you're using? And almost 100% of the time, that ad is one of the most boringest, dumbest, like, I will forget about it in a second kind of headline. You want a headline that's going to pop. You want a headline that's going to stop somebody in their tracks. You want to disrupt their activity. If they're scrolling down Craigslist looking for movers, you want to get them to stop and put their eyeballs on your headline. So how are you going to do that? You want to have a great headline. So you want to have headlines like 3,000 people served in county, or guaranteed service or your money back, if that's what you do. I don't know what you do, but guaranteed satisfaction or your money back. Something that's going to get these guys to stop, because most of your Craigslist competitors actually their headlines read almost exactly the same. One might capitalize it, one might switch the capitalization and minimize, lowercase and uppercase, but basically the ads are all the same. They're all blah blah blah. So you want something that's going to pop and is going to be different than from all your competitors. And that's where it comes into your imagination and creativity, right? I would suggest you find some place to get some copywriting skills. There are plenty of places that will help you learn the skills to do a great headline. And there's plenty of places online that will help you create a great headline for your Craigslist ad, right? So, and switch it around. Find out what headline's going to draw you the most. Like 1 week you'll do one headline, another week another headline, third week a third headline, and find out and keep track of it by when they call, which headline actually produces, and that's how you'll eventually create a great headline. Number 3, do not have a phone number in your ad. Just like we talked about your website, you want to have your website link. In your ad, you want your phone number to be there. So do not put your phone number in your ad. make sure that that phone number is prominent. If you could put your phone number in one of your pictures so that it's in bright, big, bold letters, do so. Take advantage of the space. Make sure that your customer can see that what your phone number is. So you want to make sure that you do not put a phone line number in your ad. That is the number one indicator of a scam company, and you do not want to be in the same category as a scammer. So put your phone number in the ad. Number 4, do use symbols and emojis in your headline. Craigslist right now is doing a great thing. You can put, they used to be these ASCII, ASCII keys that you could put, and you could put little symbols like a phone and stuff, but they would be simple. But right now, Craigslist is actually allowing you to put like emojis, like colored emojis, like bright stars, trucks, nursing symbols, love symbols, heart symbols. Put the emojis in your appropriate emojis in your headline, because most of your competitors are not doing that. But you want to use, if you're a mover, use a moving truck in your headline before and after your actual headline. Put up one of those truck emojis. If you're a landscaper, put a house or a lawn or football field or something. If you want, put a big bright 5-pointed star or something, because those colored emojis will actually pop and make it separate your ad from everybody else's when they go to that and they're scrolling through the headlines. So use the emojis. But that leads us into the don't. Don't stuff or overuse emojis or symbols in your headline. Do not do that, because then you look like a complete, utter fool, unprofessional, and quite honestly, a scammer. You want to use these emojis strategically and effectively. So yes, you could put an emoji before your headline or after it, but don't go, smiley face, smiley face, star, heart, and then your, 2-letter headline, then smiley face, heart, blah, 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 blah. That will turn people off. All right, don't do that. Okay, do not do that. Use 1 or 2 emojis at most, just enough that's going to separate your ad, your headline, from everybody else's headline that's in the list of Craigslist. All you want is someone to see it and go, oh, and draw that person's eyeballs to your headline. That's all you're looking to do, right? You're just getting them to go to the headline. Your headline then gets them to click into the ad. The ad then gets them to call you. That is the progression of how you use these tools, right? First, you get them to see the ad, the headline. Then you get them to read the headline. And then you get them to go and read the ad. And then from the ad will then get them to actually call you. If you've done your job, all those will align and you will be getting your ads. Okay? So, number 5, we already talked about the don't. Let's talk about the do. Have your phone number in your ad. I already said why you don't want to do it, because you look like a scammer. But you want your phone number in your ad. If you could put it in the pictures, do so. One place you do not want to put your phone number in is in the headline. Like it says area where you're doing. And there used to be, that's meant for the city or the region that you're operating out of, right? There used to be a time when you could actually put like a little bit more text there and that would be okay. But now Craigslist is a little bit smarter. So if you don't actually put like a location there and you put like a phone number or some other text that, do something, Craigslist will then actually take that and ghost your ad. They won't flag your ad. They won't remove your ad. It just won't be shown. It'll still be alive, but it won't be visible. Okay? So do not do that. All right? So put your phone in your ad. You can put it in a picture or a photo that's allowed on your Craigslist page ad there, but do not put it anyplace else. But you definitely want your phone number in the ad someplace, preferably once or twice. Okay? Do not have an email in the ad. You want somebody to be able to email you. All right, so put an email in your ad. Again, by not having an email in your ad, you look like a scammer or somebody who's unprofessional, someone who's not a legit mover, landscaper, house remodeler, a deck builder, beautician, whatever it is, accountant, whatever. You look like just some fly-by-night, winged productions type of individual. So make sure you do not have an email in your ad. Okay? That leads us to the do. Dun, 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 dun. Make sure that you have a real email in your ad. I mean real email. I have tested some of these ads and I've sent some emails, and some people put the most BS emails that are just they just put an email there for spam purposes, to catch spam or whatever it is. Make sure you have a real email that you will respond to, that if somebody sends, hey, I'd like a quote on siding for my house, something that will go into your email and you can go, whoop, and you can have a salesperson or yourself call them up. So have a real email. Don't just put some kind of funky email. Now, when you use emails, obviously, the best emails that make you look the most professional, although that's not as true as it used to be, would be something like Jae at usemovingandStorage.com. That would be a professional email. But it's okay now to have emails that have usemovingandStorage@gmail.com. It's okay to have that Gmail or that Yahoo. But you don't want to use anything that's obscure, or you want to use something that's actually well known, like Google, like Gmail or Yahoo or Comcast. You want to have a real ending to your thing, and it's okay to do that. But don't have something like you say moving and storage at fizzlewizzlebumcrumb.com, because that's just silly. People are going to go, well, that's just made up. That's just a silly, made up, unprofessional looking email. So make sure that your email is also professional looking. 6, do not have a list of features in your ad. Let's define what a feature is. A feature is something about your business that does not present something beneficial to your customer. Like, you've been in business since 2008. Who cares? It doesn't matter to the customer, most likely. Most customers don't care if, some do, very few do. But another feature would be, I don't know, something like, we have 40 uniformed gentlemen. Who cares? Can you get the job done? That's all they're really looking for. You got to understand that Craigslist, they're looking for a deal. They're not necessarily looking for the highest quality individuals. They want good and they want fast. They're not looking for, high quality. They're looking for fast and they're looking for cheap for the most part. They're not looking for good and fast or good and cheap. You know what I mean? They're looking for something. It's just they're looking for deals. These are the Walmart shoppers of the internet. Okay, they're going for the dollar store buys. They're not going for Nordstrom's. They're not going for Macy's. They're going for dollar store or something like that. They're going for the Quickie Mart kind of services. All right, not true with everybody. I understand that. Don't get me wrong. But that's what most of the people that are going to Craigslist are looking for. They're looking for the Walmart. They're looking for the dollar store type services. They're not looking for the Nordstroms or the Yonkers or the high quality, whatever, Macy's kind of guys. Okay, makes sense? They're not looking for Bloomingdale's. They're looking for Kmart. All right, got it? So do not put features in your ads. All right, we'll talk about something of what you are going to do a little later. Oh, look at that. It happens to be next. Do. Number 7, have a list of benefits in your ad. What is a benefit? A benefit is something that's going to benefit your customer. Like, we will get your job done quick so that you don't have to spend as much money or have as much hassle as normal. We will lessen your stress and make it affordable. That's a benefit. It's not a feature, it's a benefit. Benefit is something that's going to help your customer, that's going to increase your customer, right? What do you do that actually helps your customer? We give fast, affordable moving services without the stress. That's a benefit. That's something your customer can relate to. They can care less about the features. They want the benefits. And basically, when you're doing your list, what is it you want to know? What is it that you want to make that's going to make you feel safe to hire you? When you buy shoes, oh, we got white laces. Big deal. That's a feature. But look at the commercials. Watch a commercial. Notice when they're like doing a tennis shoe, like a running shoe. They say gives you the most padding for the impact. That's benefits. They're concentrating on the benefit. This shoe will protect your heel while you're running. Notice they don't say we got 3 inches of foam on the heel. Okay, that's a feature. But we have this proprietary system, so when you run, your heel is protected, and it'll give you the most bounce and shoot you off quickly. That's what they're looking for, the benefit. Oh yeah, something that's going to make me run faster, run better, make more money, have more time, make my children happier. That's what they're looking for. Okay, those are benefits. So put a list of benefits in your Craigslist ad, not features. Okay? Excellent. And make sure you're not confusing features with benefits. All right? Number 7. Don't spam Craigslist with your ads. I can't tell you how many times, especially in my industry, moving industry, I will go into the Craigslist and I will see literally 5, 6, 7 headlines, all the same headline, right in a row for a company. They'll put like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ads with the same headline. Everything's the same, right in a row. You are shooting yourself in the foot. One, you're pissing off your competitors because all they're doing is seeing you do that, and they're going to be more likely to flag your ad. And you don't want your ads flagged, right? Hello, McFly. You know what I mean? So don't do that. 2, it looks, from a customer standpoint, it looks like you're desperate. And customers subconsciously are not going to hire somebody that looks desperate in their ads. So 1, maybe 2 headlines at most. And if you are going to post 1, 2, 3 in a row, make sure it's a different headline each and every time. You don't want to have the same headline. It's okay to do them in short bursts. Like in the morning, you do 3 ads, good. At noon, do 3 ads. Mid-afternoon, 3 ads. In the evening, 3 ads. Totally okay. Make sure that the headlines are different. All right? Doesn't have to be completely different. Something has to be a little different. Maybe the emoji's different. Maybe there's a word or 2 that's different. Do that. You do not want to piss off your customers, and you don't want to piss off your competitors. Your competitors see that, they're going to start flagging the shit out of your ads, and your ads are not going to be ever seen again, right? Not only that, the pictures that are used inside the ad also get flagged, right? They know that, this picture is used with this ad, and this ad is flagged scam and spam. Guess what? That picture is now going to be considered spam. So every time you use that picture in another ad, it's going to be ghosted or actually deleted by Craigslist immediately, because they're automatically going to assume that picture is going to a scam ad. Yes, folks, I have tested that, and it's true. Do not do that. So make sure, you guys, you're not doing that. If you're going to do it 1, 2, 3, fine. I understand that. Break it up, but don't do it all at once. You're going to get ghosted, or you're going to get just completely annihilated and flagged on Craigslist. And that account could actually get suspended, and you won't be able to use that account. So don't do it. Do. Number 8, have and use multiple accounts. Yes, it's not necessarily, Craigslist don't, it's in their rules that they don't, but there's no way they can really police multiple accounts. However, when you do have a multiple account, which is basically all you need is an email, and you can create emails for free at Google and Yahoo and all these other places. Go for it, make all these emails, make sure that you keep the list of the emails and the passwords and the IDs and all that good stuff so that you can use them. But it's okay to have, I wouldn't say it's okay. Craigslist don't say it's okay. But what are they going to do? Put you in Craigslist jail? All right, it's not against the law. It's not illegal, no matter what Craigslist might say. So it's okay to have multiple accounts and use them. But use them smartly. Use them intelligently. Do not use them, like I said earlier, to spam. Use one ad. But when you also, a little trick, when you go and create a new Craigslist account, use different devices. Use a laptop. Use your laptop at a place with Wi-Fi, like a coffee house or something, or McDonald's. Use do one on cell phone. Do one in your desktop. This way, it will break up the IP addresses and make it look like these are legitimate, separate. It's just something to help in mask these different, because if you go and create like 10 different accounts all on the same computer, Craigslist can see and will and can see that, and it can get your stuff flagged if you're abusing those ads. Me, I do it all on my computer, but I'm also not spamming. I do it smartly. I don't do more than once a day, and I use it, in the various things. I don't violate or do anything that's going to get Craigslist's attention and say, hey, don't do that. Okay? So it's okay to have multiple accounts and use them. Just follow the rules and pay attention. All right? Number 8, don't slam your competitors in your ads or create an ad that slams your competitors. Not a good idea. You're going to piss off your competitors, and they're going to start flagging your ads. I personally did this when I first started my business. I did this, and it created a lot of hell for me. It created hell for me for a couple of years. Some of these guys hold a grudge for a very long time. Even after their business failed, they still hold a grudge. Don't do it. I had another guy who was in the moving industry who wrote an ad basically saying, here's what to look, these people are scams. He didn't name names. He just basically said, these people that do this are scammers, and if they don't have such and such, they are a scammer, and you do not want to use them. And then he'd have a little disclaimer. Hi, this is my moving company, and you can, if you have any questions regarding this, da-da-da. So he was doing it as a public service announcement. And every time a competitor posted on Craigslist, he would go and post that right next to their ad. Basically to say, hey, yeah, these guys are scam. That pisses people off. Don't do it. And don't go and create an ad using a anonymous email, because believe it or not, they're going to figure it out. They're going to pull the strings, and they're going to see the similarities between what you posted and what you did anonymously, and they're going to start nailing you. So don't do it. Karma's a bitch, all right? I speak from experience on that one. However, this is what you want to do. Number 9, you want to look and act as professionally as you can on Craigslist. The more professional, the more you look like a legitimate business on Craigslist, the better. Most of the loser companies on Craigslist, they don't have any pictures, they don't have a phone number, they don't have an email address. All they have is a sentence or two, or maybe a small paragraph. Hey, we can do such and such for you. Again, all features, no benefits, and they might put their prices in their ads, and that's it. And they might have a phone number that says call, but they won't give a name. They won't put a name. Like they won't say, hey, call Jay at Use Moving and Storage. They'll just say call such and such number. They won't give a person's name. right? I actually should have made that as one of the things you should do, but I just thought of it now. Now, don't overuse your photos. I talked about it before on this phone. Your photos, if it's used in a scam flag ad, will be flagged as spam. So don't overuse your photos. Switch your photos up. I personally have a folder with over 100 different photos in it, right? And my photos range from things I created, like ad type photos, to pictures of my trucks and pictures of my men, pictures of my equipment, pictures of former customers. I switch it up. I don't have the same photos over and over and over again. Just like your ad, you want to make it look like your ad is new and fresh each and every time you post the ad. So how you do that is by doing different photos. If your photo then gets flagged because your ad is flagged for being spam, most likely you will not be able to use that photo again. And if you try to write a whole new article or new ad and you use that photo that has been flagged, basically Craigslist will see that and they will ghost or flag your ad. So don't overuse your photos. Okay, guys? These are just some of the things. There's a lot more. We can go into the minutia of it all, but these are some of the major things of the do's and don'ts for your Craigslist ad. If you follow these do's and don'ts, you should have a good Craigslist ad. All right? I have a bunch of other videos about Craigslist ads that you should watch. Make sure you go and take a look at those. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you share it with all your family and friends. And don't forget, subscribe to my channel. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.